Welcome back. This is an Aleks homework video on predicting the formula of binary ionic compounds. An ionic compound is a metal with a nonmetal, something from the left of the periodic table combining with something from the right. So they've given you two cations. Remember, these are positive charged ions. So this is a metal. Calcium is in group 2. Nickel is one of the transition metals in the middle. It's also a metal. They give it to you +4. And then they gave you two nonmetals. They give you fluorine, which is in group 7, and oxygen, which is in group 6. Now, eventually, you'll be able to guess what these charges are. Calcium is in group 2. It has 2 valence electrons. So when those 2 electrons are stolen, in order to be stable, it becomes 2 positive. Oxygen's in group 6. It wants to be like group 8 to be stable. It steals 2 to be stable, and so when it steals 2, it becomes -2. Fluorine's in group 7, and since it's in group 7, it only needs 1 to be like group 8, and so when it steals 1. Nickel's a little weird. We'll talk about it later. So if they're asking for at least 4 binary compounds, let's just do the first one with both of these and make 2, and then do the second one with both of these and make 2. All right, so I guess you could do it like a table. You could say we're going to have calcium, which is 2+, and we'll have nickel, which is 4+. We'll have fluoride. Now, since this is a negative, I already call it fluoride and oxide. Fluoride and oxide. And we're going to put the metal first, always. So the calcium goes before the fluorine, the nickel comes before the fluorine, calcium before oxygen, nickel before oxygen. So I'm just going to write the nickel, but I'm not going to write the 4+. Okay, I'm just going to keep that in my head. So I'm going to write nickel. Okay, now in my head I know that that's 4+, and I have 4 positives. Every compound is going to be neutral. So if this is 4, I'm going to need 4 negatives to balance with those 4 positives. Here I've got 4 positives. I need 4 negatives. They're all -1, so I need 4 of these. So I'm going to put the F and a subscript 4. Okay. What about the next one? I have nickel again. Oh, I'm wrong. Let's switch this so I don't have to rewrite it. We'll do nickel 4+ and calcium 2+. A little crazy there. Okay, so I have nickel and fluorine, and now I'm going to have calcium. Calcium is a metal. It goes first. Fluorine is a nonmetal. It goes second as fluoride. I've got 2 positives, and I need 2 negatives to balance. Well, they're each -1, so I'm going to need 2 -1s to balance with 1 +2. So I have a subscript 2. All right, let's do it again with nickel and oxygen. So nickel, in this case, is +4. Oxygen is -2. So I'm going to need 2 -2s to balance with 1 +4. So this is going to be O2. Okay, last one here, calcium and oxygen. Calcium here is +2. Oxygen is -2. It's already balanced. So I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay. All right. So I could find. So let's just write them down because they're asking for 4, at least 4 compounds that could be formed from these ions. So I'm just going to start here and write this one down. So it's nickel. Okay, nickel 4 fluoride is what you call it. Comma. The next one would be nickel and oxygen. It's nickel 2 oxide. Third one, do the calcium and the fluorine. And the last one, calcium and the oxide. All right, I hope that helps.